Hello everybody, it's Lori with DIY Nails, and today I'm going to do my simple Christmas mani. It's my first one of the season, and you guys know I always start out with clear or whipped cream base and 2 layers of peel base. And I'm diving right in with this new glitter that was just recently loaded to our site, which is Girl's Best Friend, and it's definitely becoming mine. It is something that I try to incorporate in a lot of manis now because it's such a fun, pretty glitter that you can use it in all different types of manicures. And working with the base coat, you always want to quickly get that applied in thin and even strokes so that the glitter is applied evenly. You know that if you don't, you spend a lot of time trying to file it smooth later in the mani, so why not make less work for yourself and get it right in the beginning? And as always, dip at a 45-degree angle slowly so you don't end up causing any lumps or bumps from the base coat shifting while you insert your nail into the dip powder. And Ruby Red Slippers is definitely one of my favorite red glitters. It's a true red glitter. It can be used in so many different manis, and I've had it for a very long time, and you can see it's still up to the top of the container. And as always, I use my makeup brushes, which I buy from the dollar store, but I also buy them at big box stores if they're on sale because they're wonderful to have. I use them for every ombre mani that I create, so they're great to have. So for your ombre nails, you always want to point your nail in the direction that you're wanting the glitter to fall if you're wanting that waterfall effect, or you can just tap it on with your nail at a level angle. But if you're wanting it to waterfall towards the free edge, you want to point your nail down. If you're wanting it to waterfall from the free edge towards the cuticle, you want to point your nail up in the air a little bit, and then just tap and rotate the nail where you're wanting the glitter to hit. It's much easier than trying to angle your brush all around the nail. So just take your finger and just turn it so you can get a very quick and even application of the glitter while tapping it onto your nails. So let me talk about the flaw there on my index finger. It is clearly from not shaking and stirring my powder well enough. So therefore some of the glitter has settled and some of the clear has settled, and it was not mixed properly before I dipped it. So you see there is that very distinct, very noticeable line in my index finger. So that is something I will go ahead and correct later on. But you can see right there in the actual powder where you can see there's a ring where it was not mixed very well. So be sure to always mix your colors, whether it's a solid or a glitter, very, very well before dipping so that you don't run into any problems like that, because you end up having to go back later and make sure that you've dipped over it to hide that little bit of a flaw. So as you can see, I just quickly stir it right back up and then re-dip for my second dip, and it turns out fine, but you just kind of want to avoid that, and shaking and stirring very well in the beginning prevents that from happening. And I'm using the opposite end of my cuticle pusher because I didn't bring a toothpick with me to my nail desk. So I just went ahead and grabbed what I had there sitting at my desk to release any of the product that may have adhered to my cuticles and sidewalls. And everybody knows that with glitter manis, they are messy. So you want to make sure that you get absolutely as much glitter as possible off of your nails. And I'm moving into the activation stage. So you've dipped all of your manicure, you activate it very well. But here's where I get a little frustrated, which everybody that's done glitter manis, you know, glitter always gets in your brush, whether you're using it for the base coat or the activator or top coat. It's always kind of a pain. So I end up switching over to one of my favorite methods when I'm doing glitter manis. I was just hopeful that I had gotten enough of the loose glitter off, but I didn't. So what I do is I just take a little bit of the activator and I pour it into a little monomer glass that you can pick up from a beauty supply or Amazon. And I use the pipette method, which is my favorite method, where you just grab your activator and drop it onto the nail and harden it right up. Therefore, you avoid getting any glitter in your brush or your activator bottle. And I used to use different bottles of activator for each. I had glitter, I had ones for darks, ones for light, but activator evaporates very quickly. So I felt like I was wasting quite a bit of activator. So I just started using this method, which is definitely one of my favorite methods. And at this stage you would file and then reactivate, but I felt like my nails were in really great condition. So after the activator has had time to dry, I usually give it about a minute and a half to 2 minutes. When it is a thick mani, I give it a full 3 minutes. And I did allow this to dry for a full 3 minutes before going in with the top coat. So top coat is definitely my favorite part of any dip mani because it creates the most beautiful shine. And I felt like this mani was pretty plain for me because I'm getting used to having such blinged out manis. So I decided to go ahead and add some jewels. And you always want to make sure that when you are going to do a design with jewels or anything, you want to have it laid out and ready to go if you're going to put it on with your top coat, because top coat does dry extremely fast. So I just pulled a couple jewels out and then go in with that second layer, and you'll just use the top coat to secure those gems down so they don't pop off. But by the time this video uploads, I hopefully will have my Christmas tree up. I'm definitely ready to go into this season. My heart is a little fuller because of everything we've gone through this year with job loss and doing virtual learning and things like that. So I hope everybody enters the season just glad to make it here to the end of the year and hope for better things in 2021. And I definitely appreciate all of you guys watching, and you can pick up all of the things that were used in my video at diynails.dipsydip.com. And I will see you next Monday for Mani Monday. Bye guys.